Imagine setting out on a journey, one that doesn't require a plane ticket or a packed suitcase, just a willingness to look within. Today, we're exploring a path that leads not across continents but deep into the heart of who we are. This is the journey of solitude, a path that holds the power to transform us, offering profound self-discovery, clarity, and strength. In a world where being alone is often mistaken for loneliness, we invite you to look at solitude from a fresh perspective. Instead of emptiness, imagine solitude as a place of rich, vibrant stillness. This is a space that invites you to leave behind the demands and noise of daily life and instead connect with the person you truly are. In solitude, you aren't losing anything, you're discovering something, yourself. As Buddha once said, you cannot travel the path until you have become the path itself. These words remind us that this journey isn't about finding answers outside of ourselves but about becoming the answer, living in a way that honors our inner truth and brings us closer to the peace that resides within. Solitude offers us a unique opportunity, one that can unlock hidden strengths and nurture a deeper sense of self-love. As we embrace the quiet moments, we find that they can be as transformative as any external journey we may take. And if you're ready to join us on this exploration of inner peace, strength, and joy, consider subscribing to our channel. Together, we'll continue discovering the power of these simple yet profound journeys, sharing stories and insights that illuminate the path to a richer, more fulfilling life. So, find a comfortable place, take a deep breath, and let's step into this journey of solitude, a journey where peace, strength, and profound self-discovery await. 1. Embracing solitude as self-discovery. Solitude often brings with it an unfamiliar silence, a stillness that many of us have grown unaccustomed to. But solitude is not loneliness, it's a sanctuary, a place where we can finally meet ourselves without distraction. It's here, in this quiet space, that we have the rare opportunity to look within and explore who we truly are. In solitude, we can discover not only our strengths but also our dreams, our thoughts, and our emotions with a clarity that's difficult to find in the noise of everyday life. As Lao Tzu wisely said, knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is true wisdom. In a world that often measures us by what we accomplish and how we interact, solitude offers a reminder that the greatest understanding we can gain is of ourselves. In this space, we learn to honor our own journey, to understand our emotions, and to listen to the quiet voice within that often holds our truest desires. One of the most powerful ways to embrace solitude as a tool for self-discovery is through mindful journaling. Imagine sitting down each evening with a journal, reflecting on your day and writing down moments that stood out. Was there a moment that brought you peace or a small insight about yourself? Perhaps you realized something new about what truly brings you joy, or maybe you became aware of a challenge that allowed you to grow. Each word you write is a step toward understanding yourself more deeply. Journaling is more than just a habit, it's a form of self-reflection that allows you to gently observe your thoughts and emotions. Over time, you'll begin to notice patterns, to recognize what brings you fulfillment, and to connect more deeply with the person you are becoming. Tonight, I encourage you to take just a few minutes to start this practice. Write down one thing you learned about yourself today, perhaps an insight, a moment of gratitude, or even a small challenge. See how this simple step begins to open a door to self-discovery, helping you understand yourself in a way that is both empowering and enlightening. Let solitude become your guide, and watch as each quiet moment brings you closer to the wisdom and clarity that only you can uncover within. 2. Transforming loneliness into connection. Loneliness is something we all feel at times. It's a quiet ache, a reminder of our deep-seated need to feel seen, valued, and connected. Yet, instead of pushing loneliness away or ignoring it, what if we embraced it? What if loneliness is not a void to be filled but a guide that gently reminds us of our human need for connection, both with ourselves and with others? Buddha once said, 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Loneliness often reveals truths about us, showing us where we long for companionship, understanding, or simply a touch of kindness. It encourages us to look within and ask, what am I truly longing for? And how can I connect more deeply with myself and others? One beautiful way to transform loneliness into a feeling of connection is through a practice called loving-kindness meditation, or metta. In this meditation, we focus on generating warmth and compassion, first for ourselves and then for others. Begin by finding a quiet place and closing your eyes. Picture yourself surrounded by a gentle, glowing light that fills you with warmth and kindness. With each breath, allow this warmth to soften your heart and soothe your soul. Imagine sending kind thoughts to yourself: may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at peace. As you feel this compassion grow within, imagine extending it outward. Visualize a friend, family member, or even someone you may not know well. And picture them surrounded by the same warmth. Send them the same wishes for happiness, health, and peace. Notice how this simple act of kindness connects you, reminding you that we are all part of a larger, interconnected whole. Think of a time when you shared a heartfelt conversation with a friend, and afterward, you felt your loneliness ease. In that moment, your openness to connection led you to something real and meaningful. Sometimes, loneliness is simply a nudge, urging us to reach out, to reconnect with those we care about, or to extend kindness toward ourselves. Today, I invite you to try metta meditation. Set aside a few minutes to focus on this loving-kindness practice, picturing yourself bathed in compassion and extending that warmth to others. Notice how this small act can shift your feelings, helping you move from loneliness to a profound sense of connection. Embrace loneliness as a teacher, and let it remind you that you're never truly alone. Connection is always within reach, waiting for you to rediscover it. 3. Building self-sufficiency through daily routines. Self-sufficiency isn't about grand, sweeping changes. It's built in small, intentional actions that bring calm, confidence, and a sense of inner peace. When we take charge of the little things in our daily lives, we create stability, grounding ourselves in a world that can often feel chaotic. Self-sufficiency is not only about independence, it's about crafting a life that supports and nurtures us every single day. Socrates wisely said, "The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." In choosing to establish empowering routines, we're building a new foundation for our lives, one that's calm, organized, and aligned with our values. Imagine the simple pleasure of waking up to a clean, organized space, a space that you prepared with care. You know exactly where things are, and everything feels peaceful and ready for a new day. This small act, though it may seem ordinary, has the power to create an atmosphere of calm and pride. Creating routines like meal prepping, budgeting, or tidying up not only supports us physically but also strengthens our minds and spirits. A weekly budget helps us feel secure and focused, knowing we're taking charge of our resources. Preparing our meals brings satisfaction and care to our everyday lives, allowing us to nurture our bodies with intention. And keeping our space organized turns our surroundings into a sanctuary, a place where we feel at ease and in control. The path to self-sufficiency starts with small, consistent steps. Choose one small task today, whether it's organizing a corner of your home, planning a meal, or setting a budget for the week. Notice the sense of satisfaction that comes from knowing you have the power to shape your environment and support your own well-being. Self-sufficiency is a quiet strength, a confidence that grows with each small accomplishment. Let it remind you that you have everything you need within yourself to create a life that feels calm, secure, and aligned. Embrace the power of these small, intentional actions, and feel the peace that comes from taking charge of your space and your life. 4. Cultivating inner peace in everyday moments. In our fast-paced world, we're constantly surrounded by noise, activity, and demands for our attention. Inner peace, however, doesn't come from fixing or controlling everything around us. It comes from cultivating a quiet center within ourselves, a stillness that isn't shaken by the external. True peace arises when we can find calm in simple, everyday moments, even in the midst of life's ups and downs. Finding this inner peace means creating a state of mind that isn't dependent on outside conditions. Instead of being tossed around by stress or distractions, we develop a calm center that allows us to approach life with clarity and composure. Inner peace is a skill, one that grows when we practice being present and open to life as it is, without constantly reacting to it. In this way, peace isn't a destination we reach, it's a habit we nurture within ourselves, a habit of staying grounded and content, even as the world moves around us. As Buddha wisely said, if with a pure mind a person speaks or acts, happiness follows them like a never-departing shadow. When our thoughts and actions are guided by peace, we create a life that feels steady and balanced, no matter what's happening outside. One of the most effective ways to build this inner peace is through short moments of meditation and mindful breathwork. Imagine pausing for a moment during a busy day, perhaps standing quietly in a park or even at your desk, and simply taking a deep breath. You don't need complete silence or a perfect setting to feel calm. Each breath you take with intention is a step toward a quieter, more peaceful mind. Today, I invite you to try this practice. Take a few minutes to sit quietly, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Feel the cool air as you inhale, the warmth as you exhale, and let each breath bring you into a state of calm. Notice how these small moments of peace become an anchor, grounding you in stillness no matter what is happening around you. Inner peace is within reach in each moment. Embrace these simple practices and watch as even the busiest days bring a sense of calm and contentment, as you carry your inner peace with you like a gentle, steady light. 5. Growing through adaptation and change. Life is full of surprises, some delightful, others challenging, and many completely unexpected. Often, our first instinct when faced with change is to resist, to hold tightly to what's familiar. Yet, true growth happens when we learn to flow with life rather than fight against it. Adaptability is the ability to face changes with an open mind, to see new circumstances as opportunities rather than obstacles. It's a skill that builds resilience, helping us approach uncertainty with curiosity and confidence instead of fear. Think of adaptability as a quiet strength, a gift that helps us navigate life's shifts with grace. The Japanese proverb captures this perfectly: the bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that resists. While the mighty oak might be rooted and strong, it's the bamboo that weathers storms because it can bend, swaying and moving with the force of the wind instead of snapping under pressure. Just like the bamboo, when we become more flexible, we learn to adapt and thrive, no matter what comes our way. One way to start developing this flexibility is by practicing flexible thinking, challenging ourselves to experiment with new activities, routines, or ways of doing things. For instance, think back to a day when unexpected rain ruined your plans. Instead of giving up, you decided to spend the afternoon at a cozy cafe or an art gallery you'd never visited before. That unplanned detour may have led to a new experience you wouldn't have encountered otherwise. Perhaps even a memory you now treasure. Sometimes, the best things happen when we're willing to go with the flow. This week, I encourage you to embrace small changes. Switch up your routine, take a different route to work, try a new hobby, or rearrange your living space. It might seem simple, but inviting small adjustments into your daily life helps you practice adaptability in a manageable way. The more comfortable we become with small changes, the more prepared we are for life's bigger shifts. Embracing change doesn't mean giving up control, it means learning to trust yourself in any situation. With each new experience, you'll find yourself stronger, more resilient, and more open to life's possibilities. Just like the bamboo that bends with the wind, let yourself flow with life's natural rhythms. By embracing adaptability, we not only handle change more gracefully, but we also discover the joy and beauty in life's unpredictability. 6. Balancing solitude and social connection. Solitude is a powerful tool for self-discovery, offering us a space to listen to our inner voice, reflect on our experiences, and grow into a deeper understanding of ourselves. But as enriching as solitude can be, it reaches its full potential when balanced with meaningful connections. True solitude isn't about isolating ourselves, rather, it's about nurturing our inner world so that we can bring a richer self into our relationships with others. When we allow both solitude and connection into our lives, we discover that each enhances the other. Solitude deepens our self-awareness, while connection gives us the opportunity to share and grow with those around us. As Carl Jung said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Our time spent alone often gives us insights and clarity, which we bring into our connections, strengthening them with fresh perspectives. Imagine the joy of reconnecting with a friend after a period of reflection and solitude. Conversations feel more meaningful, and we connect on a deeper level because we're bringing a renewed sense of self to the relationship. This balance between solitude and connection allows us to experience the best of both worlds, feeling rooted in who we are while joyfully sharing our lives with others. To create this balance, make it a priority to reach out to the people who matter most, whether it's through a quick call, a coffee date, or a message that lets them know they're on your mind. These small, intentional moments of connection aren't just a way to break up solitude, they're a way to bring the insights and peace we've cultivated within ourselves back into the world. Today, I invite you to reach out to someone you care about, a friend, a family member, or anyone who brings joy to your life. Let this connection be a reminder that solitude and social bonds don't have to compete. Instead, they can harmonize, enriching our lives in ways that only both together can achieve. Balancing solitude with social connection allows us to navigate life more fully, carrying both the strength of our inner world and the warmth of our shared moments. Embrace this harmony, and let each moment, whether alone or together, deepen the love and understanding you have for yourself and others. 7. Embracing personal freedom and authentic living. One of the greatest gifts solitude offers us is the freedom to live as our true selves, unfiltered and unrestrained. In moments of solitude, we find the space to reflect on what truly matters to us, not what society expects, not what others desire, but the dreams, values, and passions that are uniquely ours. This freedom allows us to explore who we really are, beyond labels or roles, and to align our lives with what feels deeply right and fulfilling. Ralph Waldo Emerson captured this beautifully when he said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." In solitude, we can step away from the pressures and expectations of the world and listen to our own voice, our own instincts. It's here that we can reconnect with our inner values and cultivate a life that feels authentic and true. Solitude invites us to strip away the noise, to pause and ask ourselves, what do I really want? What resonates with me? What brings me joy? One of the most powerful ways to embrace this freedom is by dedicating time to explore interests, set personal goals, or pursue hobbies that resonate with our true selves. Picture yourself learning something new, perhaps painting, playing a musical instrument, or diving into a book on a topic that lights up your curiosity. Solitude gives us the space to explore these passions without judgment, without deadlines, without pressure. We can immerse ourselves fully, discovering new facets of ourselves and nurturing a sense of purpose and joy that is purely our own. This weekend, I encourage you to take a moment for yourself. Engage in something that speaks to you, whether it's a hobby you've been longing to try, a personal project, or simply an hour spent on something you love. Let this time be yours, free from obligations or expectations. Notice how this small act of self-care and authenticity brings you closer to who you are at your core. Living authentically doesn't mean we ignore the world around us, it means we approach it from a place of inner alignment, bringing our truest self into everything we do. When we live in harmony with our values and passions, we find a deeper, lasting satisfaction. Embrace this freedom, this chance to live genuinely, and let your life become a reflection of the beautiful, unique person you are. 8. Finding contentment in simplicity. In a world that often tells us to chase more, to achieve more, buy more, be more, the secret to true happiness is often hidden in the beauty of simplicity. Contentment doesn't come from having everything, it comes from appreciating what we already have, from finding joy in the small moments that make life rich and meaningful. It's about slowing down and learning to see life through a lens of gratitude, savoring each moment for the gift that it is. Buddha once said, "There is no path to happiness, happiness is the path." This reminds us that happiness isn't some distant destination we'll reach once we have the perfect job, relationship, or lifestyle. Instead, happiness can be found right here, in the present, as we choose to appreciate the beauty that surrounds us every day. When we practice gratitude and take time to notice life's simple joys, we open our hearts to a contentment that isn't fleeting or dependent on external things. One powerful way to cultivate this sense of contentment is by starting a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things that brought you joy or peace. They don't have to be big or impressive, perhaps it's the warmth of your morning coffee, the colors of a sunset, or a few quiet minutes on a walk. When we take time to notice and appreciate these small moments, we start to see how rich and fulfilling life already is. Imagine the peace that fills you during a quiet walk, feeling the fresh air and hearing the gentle rustle of leaves. Or think of the warmth of a cozy cup of tea in the morning, or the way the sky lights up with soft hues as the sun begins to set. These are moments that ask nothing of us but to be present, to enjoy, to feel grateful. Today, I invite you to begin or end your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be anything that brought a smile to your face or a feeling of calm to your heart. As you start this practice, you may find yourself surprised by how much happiness already exists in your life, waiting to be acknowledged. When we embrace simplicity, we find that life becomes fuller, not from accumulating more but from savoring what we already have. Let gratitude be your guide, reminding you that contentment is within reach every day. Happiness, as Buddha taught us, isn't found in striving for more, it's a way of walking through life, with a heart that is open, grateful, and deeply at peace. 9. Exploring spirituality and inner depth. In the quiet embrace of solitude, we find a rare and beautiful opportunity to connect with our spiritual selves. Away from the noise of everyday life, we can begin to explore life's deeper questions. Who am I? Why am I here? What truly matters to me? Solitude creates a sacred space where we can seek answers to these profound questions, allowing us to connect with a sense of peace and purpose that goes beyond the surface of daily routines. Buddha once said, "What we think, we become." This wisdom reminds us that our thoughts shape our reality, guiding the way we see the world and live our lives. When we take time to pause, reflect, and meditate, we're not only connecting with our inner selves, we're aligning our thoughts with a deeper truth. We open the door to spiritual growth, allowing ourselves to feel the presence of something greater than ourselves, whether that's a sense of interconnectedness with all beings, a reverence for nature, or a connection to a divine presence. To nurture this spiritual depth, set aside time each day for quiet reflection, meditation, or reading spiritual texts. Imagine yourself sitting alone in a serene place, perhaps in a cozy corner of your home or a peaceful spot in nature. Feel the stillness settle around you as you close your eyes and breathe deeply, allowing yourself to let go of the outer world and journey inward. In these quiet moments, you might find yourself reflecting on the beauty of a sunset, the vastness of the sky, or the miracle of life itself. Solitude gives us the space to appreciate these mysteries, inviting us to ponder and feel a connection that transcends words. Take just a few minutes today to practice this. Sit quietly, away from distractions, and simply allow yourself to be present. Notice any thoughts, feelings, or insights that arise, and let them flow naturally without judgment. Let this time become a source of calm and connection, a reminder that there's more to life than what meets the eye. As you embrace these moments of spiritual exploration, you may find that life begins to feel richer and more meaningful. By taking time to look inward, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. This practice doesn't require a specific belief system or complex rituals, it only requires a willing heart and the courage to be still. In solitude, we discover that we are part of something vast and profound. Embrace this journey within, and let each moment of reflection draw you closer to a sense of peace, purpose, and connection that is always present, waiting to be found. 10. Achieving empowerment through independence. Independence is a journey, a path where each step leads us closer to a life we've crafted with intention, resilience, and courage. Living independently teaches us to rely on our own strength, to trust in our ability to create a life that reflects our deepest values and dreams. It's a journey that empowers us, transforming each challenge into an opportunity for growth, each small victory into a source of confidence and pride. Rainer Maria Rilke once said, "The only journey is the one within." This inner journey of independence is a path toward discovering who we truly are, learning what we're capable of, and embracing the freedom to build our lives as we envision them. In moments of independence, we find the strength to take ownership of our choices, set our own goals, and pursue what feels most meaningful to us. Every goal we accomplish, no matter how small, brings a sense of pride that fuels us to keep going, to keep growing. One of the most powerful ways to nurture this sense of empowerment is by setting meaningful goals, tracking our progress, and celebrating each step forward. Imagine the satisfaction you feel when you achieve a milestone, whether it's learning a new skill, saving up for something important, or finally accomplishing a personal project. Each of these moments is a testament to your resilience, to the strength that lives within you. This is empowerment through independence, the quiet but profound knowledge that you can shape your world, that you have the tools within you to create the life you desire. Today, I encourage you to set a small, meaningful goal for yourself. It doesn't have to be grand, it could be something as simple as taking a small step toward a bigger dream, organizing a part of your life, or practicing a skill you've been wanting to master. Each step forward is a reminder of the strength and independence you're cultivating. Track your progress, celebrate your achievements, and let each moment of accomplishment fuel your confidence. Living independently doesn't mean doing everything alone, it means building a life that's aligned with who you are and who you're becoming. It's a journey of resilience, a journey where you'll discover the boundless potential within you. Embrace the strength that independence offers, and let it remind you that you have the power to create a life that feels rich, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. Every small victory is a step toward the life you've always dreamed of, one that's uniquely yours. Conclusion: living fully in solitude. As we reach the end of this journey, let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible gift that solitude offers. Solitude is not just a place of quiet, it's a space where we meet ourselves in ways that only silence and stillness can reveal. It is here, in the gentle embrace of solitude, that we come to know our deepest selves, to understand our own hearts, and to find a source of peace that doesn't rely on anything outside of us. Solitude teaches us resilience, it shows us the beauty of self-love, and it leads us down a path of authentic, fulfilled living. In solitude, we discover that we are enough, just as we are. We learn that we can be our own source of joy, our own wellspring of strength, and our own guide toward a meaningful life. Each quiet moment spent alone brings us closer to who we truly are, helping us see that we carry within us all we need to live a life of purpose, peace, and connection. Solitude is a faithful companion on our journey of growth, a space that's always there, welcoming us back to ourselves. Let solitude be a guide that enriches your life, a presence that fills you with confidence and clarity. Embrace it as a time to rest, to reflect, and to nurture your spirit. And remember, each moment you spend in solitude is a step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be, centered, whole, and at peace with yourself. As you go forward, carry with you the lessons that solitude has taught. Let it remind you to pause, to listen, and to honor the beauty of your own journey. Embrace solitude as a cherished companion, and allow it to lead you toward a life that feels deeply and authentically yours. You are not alone on this path. Every quiet moment brings you closer to the vibrant, resilient person within. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May you walk forward with peace, strength, and a heart filled with the quiet joy of truly knowing yourself. If you found these insights helpful and want to continue this journey towards a more peaceful, balanced life, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll stay connected to more inspiring content like this. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a like and share it with friends or family who might benefit from these teachings. Let's spread positivity and wisdom together. Your support truly helps grow our community. Thank you for watching.